Alright. This is the video that you have clicked on your own risk. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Imagine, the future king of pirates. About the video, I don't have a sound setup, so it might seem at some points that I'm recording this from a bathroom, which is totally untrue, I swear, trust me. Ladies and gentlemen, I have brought you an adrenaline-rushed, brain-flipping, caffeine-stimulated summary of Fall Guy movie. The story starts from here. I know. The story doesn't actually start from here. But do all stories start from the beginning, or do we just start telling them from some point? Anyways, my 3 movie sessions and I like doing experiments. I start the movie from here, I start this video from here. Believe me, it's gonna make total sense. The story starts with our guy Ryan playing a character named Colt, who is a stuntman trying to find some guy named Ryder, and he's with this
I'm a light worker, I'm a giver, I'm a high vibes bitch,
who tells Ryder is super high somewhere on Dundee and is in some serious shady shit and thinks someone's trying to kill him. And right now he's with some guy named Dune with leopard print stats on his head, so she dresses him up and he kicks off to the club. He meets Dune, he asks for Ryder, Dune says have a drink, he drinks and gets drugged, and Dune tries to deliver him to the hotel room, so stuntman kicks their asses. And this whole fight was on Dundee, which is supposed to be a hallucinogenic drug. Anyway, Dune runs away and stuntman chases.
Target locked. Approaching.
Where's Ryder? Come on, speak louder. I'm too high for this shit.
Our man Ryan seeing unicorns everywhere, which takes him back to Babyland.
Nope.
Which helps him chase the train that Leopard had got in. This whole chase would make you feel like that you should be high for this. And the unicorn tells him to jump in front of the car the leopard heads in. And he does. That leopard tat asshole can run away in time. Colt would deal with his concussion from getting hit by a car being on Dundee. But no, that dumbass stays in the car telling Cabby to drive. Colt catches Dune, asks for Ryder. Dune says he's in some shady shit, tells him to go to Pendleton Hotel, asks for concierge Kevin for a fruit plate, and he gives keys for Ryder's room.
This is a dundly-dun-do trip, Colt.
He reaches the hotel with his delusional unicorn and meets this lovely lady, Emily Blunt, playing a charming director lady named Jodie. And with the conversation, it seems like they dated, and we meet this woman too, Gail. Jodie and Gail both working on a movie. Anyway, they leave, and back to the Ryder hunt. Kevin arrives, Colt gets the keys, and off to the room. With Kevin Boy constantly providing the wrong keys, stunt guy chooses the alternate high-minded way to enter the room. Let's talk about Ryan Gosling for a minute. Ryan in some of his well-known movies seems like a depresso person, but he's actually a funny guy. No matter how the roles of our guy Ryan's go from stoic to being a stud to being a charming goofball, only he can perform those lines in that physical comedic way and steals the screen.
So I want to ask you a question. Hey.
No. How stupid do you think I am? Ever since your little visit the other day, this little baby's gonna stay right here.
He's an amazing actor and goes all out playing any role. And I'm saying this specifically, he's amazing in comedies too. He's great in comedies. I just love how the outcome looks when this guy plays those lines in his own unique brand of comedic way. So he breaks in and gets a call from Jodie, and after walking around for 5 minutes, he finally gets back to stealth mode and discovers a dead body in the bathtub full of ice. So he quickly gets out, calls Gail, tells her about his newly discovered dead body on ice, and explains how it went. First, she's the one who sent him looking for Ryder, and it went Iggy, Cockatoo, Leopardhead, Dundee, Unicorn, Kevin's fruit plate, and dead guy on ice. Alright, let's do a quick character check. Gail, Jodie, Mr. Unicorn, fruit plate, Kevin, Dobby, Donald the Duck, Iggy. Who the fuck is Iggy? I am me thinking my thinking. I was telling myself, okay, let's start this movie from the start like any normal person would do. But no, let's experiment. It'll be fun. It's so fucking confusing. I don't know a piece of shit what's happening. I should really fix my sleep schedule, dude. For real. Wait, I guess Iggy is that give a bitch. Oh. Anyway, so a cop comes and Colt feels the cop to know that he is in the delusion of Colt's Dundee adventures, and he takes the cop to the murder scene, and now it's clean, so he gets a ticket instead. On with the movie making, Jodie's the director and our protagonist is the stuntman Indiana Jones in a Star Wars universe. He wanted to talk to Jodie about the whole rider, cockatoo, leopard head and dead guy on ice thing, but didn't get a chance to because, plot. But he did seem to rekindle his chemistry with her, so good for him. So Jodie invites him to karaoke, but Gail comes and now she wants him out of here. Leave your bags and get out of here, no hard feelings. While Jodie awaits for Ryan at karaoke's,
Am I crazy or is Nigel hot?
You're crazy. Stunt guy sees this lady who is Ryder's assistant, so back to finding out about Ryder, he meets a French dog named Jean-Claude, aka the balls biter, who bites balls because he's trained by some angry feminist. The assistant lady tells the whole biology, zoology, zodiacology, personology of the stunt dude. I don't even know if those are actual real words I just said. Anyway, she starts stating the whole lore of her involvement in the story.
It begins with a big bang.
Nah, not that. It all began with Ryder getting into a grappling match with his stuntman in between the party in the same hotel room with the wrong keys, and the next morning Gail calls the Asian lady and says Ryder lost his phone and go find it. Asian lady goes back to the hotel and it's super clean, which is suspicious on its own, and gets the phone, and that way she's in the story. Yo, everyone in the story for a reason, bro. This woman, Kevin, Dune, Mr. Unicorn, especially Mr. Unicorn, Jodie. Well, Jodie's here to secretly give this movie a romance genre, but yeah, even Iggy is in this movie for a reason. Even though I don't like that Iggy bitch. She reminds me of the bitch from GTA 5. Franklin's mission of getting that car from a movie set with a girl sitting in the car who just keep turning the steering. That bitch. I especially had to do that mission like 3 to 4 times just so I could put 30 to 40 bullets in her. I don't know if I did the mission wrong. Was she supposed to stay alive? I don't think so. So it's okay. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, she gives the phone to stunt dude and they got electrocuted by some garbage collectors, and they collect that assistant lady and leaves. Stunt dude runs after them with Jean-Claude, the circumciser. This is so fun, dude. Garbage guys want Ryder's phone. Ryder's phone is with Ryan, who is in the car now, chasing them with Jean-Claude, the balls crusher. Meanwhile, Gail tells Jodie that she sent Ryan home, so don't expect him coming back. And Jodie's like, why would you do this to me? I mean, why? Ryan catches up to the bad guys, gets on their truck, and Jean-Claude bites some balls. By the way, where the dog goes here? Oh, he appears when you call his name. Just like how it is when you get so horny but you got no one, so you start experimenting, calling Bloody Mary in the mirror, thinking you'll either fuck or get fucked. Anyway, the action continues. By the way, how he managed to jump with the thingies angled totally perpendicular to the bar above and far from there. I mean, he should be here. He's supposed to be here, but he here. I don't know, so those bad guys get thrown away, but the brakes are stuck, and Jean-Claude's there being a passenger princess.
What are you sitting there for?
And now he can completely understand English. I mean, the with French. This action sequence is over, the phone is safe, and so the stuntman leaves. Our stunt guy runs to karaoke. Jodie's gone, but he meets Dan, so he tags him along on Ryder hunt, looking for clues in Ryder's dorm. And Dan finds phone password on fridge. I'm building an image of this Ryder guy, and he kinda dumb. Who notes down their phone password and stick it on the fridge? How he use his phone when he's outside? So they unlock the phone, and Tangerine is in this movie. Get it? Tangerine.
Like the fruit?
So many fruits and animal in this movie, dude. Anyway, he the Tom Ryder we looking for, and turns out he killed his own stunt double, the dead guy on ice, and now is on the loose. And our protagonist, what's her name? Colt, he's getting framed for being Spider-Man. So he texts Jodie telling he's a pickle.
I'm Pickle Rick!
He's in a pickle, ducking autocorrect. Jodie doesn't pick up because she's listening to Tom complaining about his sweaty balls on screen, and our guys get company of bad guys again. And the phone breaks with a shotgun pellet. Man Bun kills Ryan, but he's stupid to think that he did when he just saw that there's no blood. He's stupid man, and Ryan just gets up and escapes.
You can make it, you can make it, you can make it, you can make it! No! It's too dangerous! It's gotta be stairs! Okay!
and he jumps in the boat of riders.
Cold. Hey, man.
Dan escapes, but Colt gets captured. This rider, he kills his own stuntman, don't know what happened to witnesses, the Iggy bitch was there. He puts that guy on ice, leaves the apartment and leaves the only evident proof of his killing right there on sofa, and then realizing, oh, he a dumb fuck, and then sends buff dudes after it. And unfortunately to our stuntman, the only proof of his innocence gets destroyed. Ryder asks for phone, Ryan say no, Ryder says okay. Remember when I had you as my stuntman for 9 whole months? So Ryder starts going down the memory lane and we get a pre-third act flashbacks, which basically covers the whole story we skipped from the beginning, so now is the perfect time to go catch up on that. Movie starts with a crash. Colt and Jody sitting in a tree. Nah, I ain't saying that, bro. No. Colt stunt doubling for Ryder fuck, where he had to fall and he falls.
Were you killed? Sadly, yes. But I lived.
He broke his back and it was not an accident.
It was I, Dia!
It was Ryder, because he felt that Colt was stealing the spotlight from him and he wanted people to think that he do his own stunts. This guy caused Ryan being this depresso guy in this movie too, and he ghosted every one of his contacts, and Gail finds his number and calls him to get his ass to Sydney. He refuses but agrees when he hears Jody's the director. So Colt is in Sydney now, finds out he was there because the stuntman Henry died and we now know who killed him. So Colt was a replacement, basically a setup to come here, involve in Henry Ryder situation and get framed and job done. And Gail is the one framing Colt using deepfake to replace Tom's face with Colt's. Only thing she did good in this movie is making Colt meet Jody again, whether he was just there as a setup. And at the beginning, Colt breaks his back and later on uses this device to present date, which means he might still face some back issues. And then he goes doing all those stunts whole movie. So these scenes derive two people's personas. Ryder is an asshole and Gail is a bitch. And Ryder kills Kevin Boy and that adds up a point for him for being asshole +1 now. Anyway, Ryan finally reveals that the phone is fucked for, so sharing this useful information, the goons start giving him a bath of gasoline. But Colt escapes, and after a cool as boat chase and sharing some final words with Jody, he blasts away and is presumed dead, though he swims to safety. But the soundtracks, boy, the soundtracks are amazing. You should check them out. There's a playlist on YouTube of all those soundtracks with Baba Black Sheep rap song and 1 hour long Taylor Swift song playlist, so be careful of that. And at the start of the movie, I saw the director is David Leitch, the guy who made Bullet Train and one of the guys who killed the dog in John Wick. I loved Bullet Train. And he did that split screen thing in Hobbs and Shaw too. It's cool director. And he did a good job with Fall Guy, although I think my brain just backflipped like 20 times watching this movie the way I approached it. But yeah, this was not that bad. Starting a movie from middle, I should try it again. Maybe with movies like Inception or Interstellar. Well, we at the final act of the movie now. So now, we got Ryder's goons looking for Dan on the set of
Metal Storm.
And we got an alien on loose who gets in the trailer of Jody's and Jody kicks the shit out of him and finds out, oh, it's Cold. And he summarizes the whole story to Jody quicker than me and they make a plan of getting Ryder confessing while he is wired. But dude, when you come alive to tell your girl that you are undead, maybe don't sneak up from behind like a criminal or something. I mean, say her name, dude, like, hey, Jody, I'm not dead. And first of all, lose the helmet, bro, when you got inside with her. You had that beating coming for you, I tell you that. Anyway, they go out there and some filmmaking happens.
It's high noon at the edge of the universe, folks.
And after the final cut, Jody says we got one more, a close-up of Riders in a truck. So they cuff him, wire him, put him in a truck, and Colt gets in, puts the handle, and takes Ryder on a ride. While the rest of the crew, led by Dan, hold off his goons. They trick Tom for a mid-desert Tokyo drifting session and successfully gets him to confess while he is wired and jumps off the cliff. Then Gail steals the recording at gunpoint and escapes for a helicopter, and Ryder joins her too, and Jody comes to help Colt leap into the helicopter in mid-air. We got some mid-air helicopter action, and so we got a lot of turbulence, so Dan prepares a crash mat. Colt retrieves the recording and we get some classic You're Out of Bullets scene, which is I'm kinda doubtful of if there were ever bullets in that gun or was it a prop gun, I don't know. Anyway, Ryan takes a glorious fall on the crash mat. The helicopter crashes and Gail gets arrested and Tom's cell phone accidentally triggers some radio-controlled pyrotechnics and blows himself up. Later on, Metal Storm becomes a success and Colt gets exonerated and Colt and Jody gets to the beach, drinking some spicy margaritas in pursuit of making some bad decisions. And the story concludes here.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Jason Momoa, a space cowboy, fighting the government for legalization of space weed, so that they could smoke it off to write live action of Minecraft, and cast Hatsune Miku as final boss, the mother of Dragon.